What's that one thing that you love about each other? Miss Anna, do you have something?
Let me think first.
Okay.
This might be edited out, but she's a freak.
Yeah.
I love that.
Sure, they ain't sisters.
Yeah, it was definitely the wild side of that. I brought out of her. She's shy, but not anymore.
Exactly. If there's a time to be a freak for your man.
Our comfort zone is definitely wide open now, and we enjoy each other. That's the main thing.
What do you really love about Stan?
His bad side. The kind of bad boy, but I like it. Yeah.
What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. I'm your host, Richie Rich.
And this is Cheng.
And today we have a great interview for you with two of our special guests, and we'll have them introduce themselves.
I'm Stan.
And I'm Anne.
Okay.
Stan and Ann. But before we get into our interview,
Don't forget to hit the like, to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get updated on our latest videos.
and don't forget to drop your comments because you know we like to read them and we always love to respond.
Yes. And stay tuned to the end of this video because with Rich, me, Miss Anne, and Sir Stan, we have a lot of bloopers and outtakes that will keep you wanting to watch some more.
All right, Cheng, kick the intro and let's get into this video. She don't handle guns much.
All right.
Rolling by trike. Here we go.
We're here, so would you like to please introduce yourself one more time?
My name is Stan, from California.
And
I'm Anne, and I'm from Mindanao.
okay, so how old are you if you don't mind us asking?
I'm 58.
And I'm 36.
Okay, so how big is the age gap between you two?
It was 22 years.
22 years. So the $1 million question is, how did you guys meet?
I found her on one of the Filipino dating sites, and after a long vetting with several others, we finally met.
Right.
Okay. So how about for you, Miss Anne? How many foreigners did you talk to before you finally decided that Sir Stanley is like the one for you?
I talked to 3 guys,
Okay.
and he's the 4th one, but he's the type of serious one, so I choose him. And that's when we start.
Start getting serious or
know,
talking.
yeah.
Okay, talking to each other.
So, Miss Ann, what was it about Stan that appealed to you? What was it that made you know, that helped you to know this is the right guy for me?
He showed me the sincerity of seriously, and he's kind, and he give me peace.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't stress about. He don't give me stress, so we're just connected.
No drama, just
No
peace,
drama,
right?
just peace and simple, quiet.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Stan, what was it about Miss Ann that made you say, okay, she's definitely the one for me?
I think, through the vetting period I had with, other women I met on the site over a 2-year period, I learned a lot. And then when I finally got to her, what it was is that the common ground that we shared for me was
Right.
the peace. We valued the peace more than anything we valued in the relationship.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you talk about it while it's still small before it even gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so how long have you guys been dating? How long have you known each other to this point?
Right now we're right at about a year.
Congratulations on the year. Yay!
Yeah, thank you. Thank
So
you.
it's like your first year anniversary.
End of August.
End of August. I think.
Okay.
We start talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost your anniversary.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would like to greet you in advance. Happy
Thank
anniversary.
you. We're gonna make it. That's all I questioned.
Okay. So have you been married or do you have kids?
I've been married. I have 3. I've been married. I have 3 stepkids. I went through divorce, and that was the only marriage and relationship I had outside of in terms of just dating other people and stuff like that.
How about you, Miss Anne?
Yeah, I've been married, but we're separate.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
but no kids.
No
no
kids.
kids. All right.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
All right.
And something she should add about that marriage, it was one of the ceremonial marriage. It wasn't married by the state.
Yeah, it's a native tribal marriage, so we don't
You don't have a
it in-
certificate.
government.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Interesting.
it's not like it's like a ceremonial.
So it's
Yeah.
officially unofficial.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm curious to know, what was your first impression of each other online and when you finally met face to face?
But before you answer that, how long did you guys talk before you met face to face?
Good question.
Oh goodness, it was
7 months.
7 months, yeah, 7 months.
7 months.
7
Okay.
months.
7 months of LDR.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a long build up, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And then what's your first impression of Stan? And Stan, what's your first impression of Miss Anne during the online dating phase?
Typical man. You're always, I'm still, vibrant a little bit. So I'm looking at how she looks, and she was, definitely pleasing on the eyes. Had a beautiful smile.
She does have a
Yeah,
good smile.
and then the biggest thing was that she didn't put herself out there in terms of wearing sexy clothes. and
Okay,
being-
gotcha.
So the conservative part about it, although I'm a little have my wild side, I like the fact that that's something that she kept, true. She didn't put it out there in the forefront. So she seemed like a very wholesome type woman, and that was the thing that initially attracted me to her.
It's important to me too. I hear you.
Yeah. How about you, Miss Anna? What is your first impression about Stan when you were talking online?
He's cute. Of course, he's doing workout, which makes me attractive to him.
Okay.
And he's a nice guy, and mostly he's quiet, which I like that also about him, because I'm also quiet and homely girl.
Okay. So you like the masculine.
Yeah.
Okay, you like muscles.
Masculine with a
High
pretty
five,
eyes.
Miss Anna. Muscles. Okay. Okay, so how about when you met face to face? What's your first impression? Because this is the actual meeting.
I think for me, I was thinking. I'm thinking in terms of. 'Cause I knew she said she's only 5 feet tall,
Okay.
and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm 6'1", so there's gonna be a huge height difference here.
Okay.
And yeah, the height difference thing that caught me probably caught me off guard. And I'm thinking to myself, how tall is 5'1" versus my actual height,
Right,
and
yeah.
how so I'm just towering over her, but she's everything I expected in terms of looks. Looks the same way she did on video. Didn't change much. I enjoyed everything I saw.
Okay, so how about you, Miss Anna? What do you think is your first impression when you finally met Stan?
My expression when I first met him was a little bit nervous and shy, because he's so tall, and it's our first meet at the airport. Yeah, I was so happy that I finally met him,
Okay.
and he was huge. He's so big.
Okay. All right. So was language or cultural difference a problem at first when you were talking?
No, I don't think she's learned. She is very versed in English. She understands more and understands it probably better than she speaks it. But
Okay.
she speaks it very well. She understands everything I'm saying. I understand everything. We there's that connection actually puts to the point where, sometimes we have unspoken communication. She knows how I'm feeling before and that was the stuff that we learned about each other just through being in LDR.
Right.
So we have a connection that's kind of goes beyond culture. I think in our first 2 weeks, I had an introduction to the tampo. Yeah.
So you did the tampo, Miss Anna.
Not yet.
Very short,
Very
short. But I know that that's something that I don't want to experience again. And we talked it out, and then it was.
I remember.
No,
I remember a little bit,
A little bit.
A little bit of tampo.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
we took it after that.
Yeah. And-
Okay. So it was resolved quickly.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Early on, what were some of the most important things that you were looking for in a partner?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, of course, being a little bit older, but still young at heart and young in mind, I was looking for a physical attraction.
Right.
That's what we men do. Other than that, I was looking for a woman who was had a maturity to her. So I was thinking in terms of I probably going to meet somebody probably in their 40s, maybe a little bit older. But Anne had a lot of maturity to her. She's very versed in understanding what a man wants, how to treat a man, and that's I was looking for the old school in terms of how I was going to be treated as a man. So when I saw those traits in her, those were the things I was looking for. And then it was all topped off by the fact that more than anything, we both wanted peace in our relationship. We didn't, no drama. There's no point in us arguing about anything.
Exactly.
So that was huge.
And Miss Anne, how about yourself? What were some of the things that you were looking for, the characteristics or traits that you were looking for in a man?
I'm just looking for a simple man who love me and accept me for who I am, and who is aligned to his word. Yeah, and matured. I mean, age doesn't matter for me as long we understand each other and not immature.
Okay.
And he knows what he likes in a relationship. That's it.
Okay, all right.
Some of the things that she noticed in me were that the seriousness. I wasn't playing games. Wasn't
Right.
joke around.
Right.
Yeah, and those are important to her.
Right.
And there was no question about my motives.
Your motives, yeah. She could tell you're in it to win it.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. Right. So what about deal breakers? Did you have any deal breakers in your mind, like things that absolutely you will not accept?
No,
Right.
I don't think any of that.
Yeah. No deal breakers for you. How about for you, Stan? Did you have any deal breakers things that you just...
I didn't have any deal breakers up front. I said to myself, I'm never going to date anybody again who has kids.
Right.
Yeah, and what I also noticed about is that with Anne and with being with her, I became a priority versus becoming a secondary person in the relationship.
Right.
Because I'm as a man who doesn't have any biological kids of my own, the woman in my life is the priority.
Right.
And I wanted that reciprocated to me. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm going to be taking a backseat to anyone. That was a big deal to me.
Right. I can understand that. One of the things I always say that I admire about Cheng is she has 2 children, but she always finds a way to balance and make me feel like I'm just as important as the boys and put all of our needs first. And I know that's not always easy, but I think she does a hell of a job at it.
Right.
So.
Thank you. Were there any cultural differences that surprised you between each other?
I'll let you answer that first.
For me, not really, because American and Filipino are almost
The same?
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
And I
similarities.
can adapt to their culture also.
But how about the food? Like, for example, the food that he's eating.
Oh, he's easy. You can eat Filipino food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I surprised her and get her pancakes, hash browns, bacon, eggs. That was her. She's having an American breakfast, and she's like, "Wow, this is really good."
Right.
So
Yeah. Same here.
yeah.
Same here. She's wanting the hash browns and eggs and potato. Yeah. Now she's wanting it for
What's
breakfast.
killing me though is that the first time I made it for her, she made it better than me.
Right. Ooh.
Yeah, first time out, she made it better than me. I'm like, okay, you're on.
Right.
The culture here versus culture in America, we're come so far forward that old school relationships don't hardly exist anymore.
Yeah.
I come from a family where my mom and dad was married till my dad passed away, and so that's what I'm adapted to.
Right.
Whereas most of the women in America that I've met and who I've come across now have already been, raised in a divorced family or a single parent.
Right.
And so it made it very difficult to connect with that kind of people and with the old school mentality. She's into taking care of her man, in the old school way, and I'm into taking care of my woman in the old school way. So that's where I think we meshed really very well in that regards.
Okay, so now that you've seen each other or you've met face to face like twice, if I'm not mistaken, So how do you handle conflict or misunderstandings? Or did you ever have misunderstandings or conflict?
So far, so good. We don't have that. Yeah, we try
Not
to
after that first tempo.
after that first tampo. So we try not to have
Argue.
that argue
Right,
all
right.
the time. Yeah, which it makes us stress also. So we
Yeah.
try to avoid that.
Right.
Yeah, if there's something comes up that either one of us have questions about, and we both have it a little bit where we have a little bit of jealousy because we're far apart. I don't like it. I mean, me being where I'm at and she being where she's at when we are in the LDR.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I don't want her going out all the time, but at the same time, I don't want her stuck inside the house all day long.
Right.
And the same thing for me. She doesn't want me stuck inside, and, so. We make it a point to live our lives and have a trust with each other to the point where we're not worried about what the other person's doing.
Right.
And I think we have the connections that we made from the times we've been together. We're not really worried about outside influences.
That's huge. That is huge. I think one of the biggest things to establish and maintain in a long distance relationship is trust and a feeling of loyalty to each other, right? But when you get that though, you have that feeling of security and safety.
Yeah, we look at it saying it's going to be our job to stay together and be together. So
Right.
we work at it. It's work in progress.
Have you decided where to live, like here in the Philippines or abroad or back to the US?
We are planning to live in the Philippines. I want to retire here, definitely. Definitely want to retire here in the Philippines.
Okay.
We're definitely looking to areas like La Union,
La Union.
San Juan, things like that, somewhere like that. I got there one time and I fell in love with it. It's peaceful,
Right.
amenities, good hospital, there's a mall. Everything you need is there.
Right. Right.
But it's just less people.
Mhm.
So
I like less people.
yeah, and that's huge for me. Less people,
Right.
but if I want to come here to Manila and wild out. If you want to wild out for a day, we can
Right,
just barely
right.
usually get here in a few hours, wild out, stay for a day or two, and then go back.
Yeah.
But the main thing is our whole time is, like I said, peace, being together, and seeing beautiful sunsets.
Yeah, so Philippines is going to be home for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How about you, Miss Anna? What do you think? Do you prefer living here in the Philippines or you want to go back to the US with Stan?
I prefer here in the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're happy if he's moved here. It doesn't matter
Okay.
as long we're together.
Yes. That's the key word, you guys. As long as we're together. So, since you've known each other, have you discovered anything or something quirky or funny habits about each other?
Yeah, I won't say there's quirky things. It's just I think it's just a comfort level. You would be more like almost like a married couple.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you can be in the bathroom and they open the door and you're doing your business and they don't, it's not phased by it anymore.
Right. Right.
Okay.
You're not phased by like, oh, wait a minute,
Yeah,
there's no phase anymore.
Right.
So
Bring Lysol and keep it pushing.
keep it pushing, exactly. So
Wow, you're dropping some bombs over there.
actually, really are a lot like each other.
Right.
Especially with the thing that we don't have to be doing anything. We should just be sitting at home and nothing happening, no TV.
Yeah. Just chilling.
One of our big things too is, I like to turn on white noise when I go to sleep at night.
Mhm. Me too.
Yeah.
And I used to it now.
Yeah.
Me too. I
Yeah.
like something. Just give me something.
Yeah, because I'll turn on when I go on YouTube, turn on the dark screen rain.
I love those.
Yeah,
I
and
love
so we
those,
do
man.
that
I discovered
sometimes.
those, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's-
I used to it.
Yeah, I love those though. The
Yeah.
rain or like
Yeah,
the
the
creek.
rainfall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a creek or running. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool, man.
and those are things, little things like that
Right.
that I do. That she said, oh, it's kind of different, but
Mhm.
she kind of adapted them herself.
So we talked about something, discovering something quirky about each other. Now, what's that one thing that you love about each other? Miss Anna, do you have something?
Let me think first.
Okay.
This might be edited out, but she's a freak.
Yeah.
I love that.
Sure, they ain't sisters.
I don't know.
You sure
I
they
don't
ain't
know.
related, man?
That's when I'm watching your show this morning, and I'm going,
Right.
wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're related.
Yeah, it was definitely the wild side of that. I brought out of her. She's shy, but not anymore.
Exactly.
Our comfort zone is definitely wide open now, and we enjoy each other. That's the main thing.
Right.
And that was huge for us. The peace, the enjoyment of each other, and the fact that we can do nothing and still be entertained.
Right.
Wow.
That was huge.
Okay. Nothing is something. Yeah?
Exactly.
How about you, Miss? What do you really love about Stan?
What I love being about him, his bad side. The kind of bad boy, but I like it. Yeah.
Like bad boy.
Right? Like that kind of bad side.
Yeah.
The rough side a little bit. I hear you. I hear you.
So, what advice would you give to someone who's considering dating someone from a different culture?
If you're coming from the West, I would say forget everything you know now, and think about what you really want, what you really want to experience in your relationship.
Right.
Forget what you've learned from your relationships in the West, and then find that person who's going to start meeting the criteria of what you want for a long-term permanent partner.
Yeah.
The word you guys been using all week long is vetting.
Yep.
Vet.
Very carefully.
Yeah.
How about you, Miss Anna? What advice would you give to Filipinas or maybe Western guys who are considering dating a Filipina?
I'm not really good with advice though, but I just say a little bit. Just being you, and of course you have to be careful also who you are dating or talk to, especially on internet. Yeah, because there's many scammers or some guys that just playing games also.
Okay.
And as long you know what you really want and need, and what do you need for the guy that you really like on dating, so go for it and just be yourself.
Thank you so much for that wonderful answer.
Excellent advice. Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
I
really
mean, know what you want,
Go get it.
go get it. So you're not shy anymore, Miss Anna.
a little bit still,
A little.
especially in the camera. No,
Like-
I'm not shy with him when we are together. Yeah, but with outside like this, yeah, I'm still shy and a little bit nervous.
I really enjoyed talking to you. I've enjoyed dinner. And Cheng, you got any more questions?
I don't have any more questions, but I would like to thank the both of you for allowing us to, or trusting us to do this interview with you.
Yeah, we're sitting at Johnny's table, so shout out to Johnny. But the last thing I would like to say is it has definitely been a privilege.
It's been great.
Yes, thank you
Enjoyed
so
it.
much.
Thank you so much also.
So don't forget, YouTube always reminds us that the best way you can support our channel and help us grow is to watch another one of our videos right after this one.
Wait. Okay. Okay, ready?
Sure. Thanks.
Alright.
You ready? Okay, good. Way to start.
And stay tuned to the end of this video because with Rich, me, Miss Anne, and Sir Stan, we have a lot of bloopers and outtakes that will keep you rolling for some more.
Keep you rolling.
So let's say that again.
Like that one.
Okay, so what are the cultural differences that surprised you about Stan, Miss Anne? And then Stan, what are the cultural differences that
But were
surprised?
there any?
Okay. Let me say that again.
Coming here to the Philippines for me was like a throwback when I was in the States about, about 20, 25 years, almost 30 years.
No, move the mic closer to your mouth. Yeah.
How about you, Miss Anna? Do you have did you discover something funny habit of Stan?
Yeah, we get to know more each other and of his other wild side.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Sorry.
We can
We can delete
we
that.
can edit stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay.
This is Anne.
And Stan.
And we have what are we saying?
Is somebody else?
All
You're
right.
sneaking up on me. Yeah.
No.
This one. And if you like this video, we got a whole bunch of other videos that are just as good, if not better. So check those out too. Until next time, I'm Richie Rich for Richie Rich Abroad.
And this is Cheng.
This is Anne.
And Stan.
Until next time, deuces. We're out of here.